Peace be upon you, Libra. Third and last try. The phone keeps dying. It's messed up. If you dare to say or ask something, the results are going to be shocking in a positive sense, unexpected, unanticipated, positive, despite all expectations. But also blunt, direct. So the response in regards to one of your statements, demands, will be blunt, direct, and unexpectedly positive. So dare to speak your mind. At least surprising, to say the least. Throw it and see where it lands. Be courageous. Be free. Feel free. Conquer, claim your freedom, your right to express yourself, to set up boundaries, to ask, to convey ambition. Yep. Unexpected response where someone meets you right there, halfway, and like, hey, I get it, you're actually right. Amazing. I feel the same way. Or either way, this is completely unexpected to you. Six of Pentacles. In reverse, you don't expect it. So you gotta go against yourself or against expectation, or do or say something rather that goes against your expectation. You're expecting it not to be met or replied to or answered, but it will. Again, you don't expect it. So this is supposed to basically reveal to you what that is when the time comes, so that you gain more courage to actually go ahead and do it with no expectation whatsoever. So to eliminate kind of the negative, heavy energy surrounding something that you are called to do, in order for you to be able to convey something. So, but it's spontaneous, it's raw, it's honest. It's a clear revelation of who you are, specifically to someone or to the other person receiving it, or being at the other receiving end, or at the other end of this dialogue, this conversation, But again, it feels as if it's unwarranted, unwanted, unexpected, perhaps to the other person as well. And hence you're just going to do it and come what may. But of course, the expectation is of not even being heard, most likely, or being misjudged or misunderstood, or for you to not receive any reply whatsoever in the best case scenario. But prepare to be shocked. Courage pays up in ways that genuine courage, especially when you stand in truth, your heart is in the right place. The death in reverse, yes, this is about picking something up that was beyond salvation or saving, or yet somehow it's not over. Whether it's you having given up on a hope and deciding you're going to pursue it, or you're going to make a statement, say something to someone, and apparently that will bring them clarity, and also an opportunity to make their own statements and decisions and draw their own conclusions and find balance, prudence, temperance. Yes. Yes, with the Six of Pentacles and prudence. Yes, do it, say it. Six of Swords, declaration, declaración. Do it, say it. 6-6, Ace of Cups in reverse. Say, speak about what dissatisfied you, what hurt you, what doesn't fulfill you, what your needs are, and how someone disappointed you, or etc. What you would want, what your intentions are, your truth, your views, your ambitions, desires, or speak about them. Okay, the sky is upright and the night is upright. Confessions and revelations of things that have been left unsaid, have been lurking in the dark, unknown, uncommunicated, in the oblivious realm, a man or a king of swords. It's masculine because you're taking it upon yourself. So it's a force of bestowal and action that stems again from integrity, from truth, from honesty. It may appear as cold, as even calculated, heartless, insensitive, and so on, but it cannot be perceived as deceptive or untrue, whatever it is that you have to say. For the brothers, it's you that you're pursuing something. You may actually make a declaration in regards to your feelings towards someone. Someone that you feel is not interested or doesn't have the heart either open or for you or free, or yes. So that's why you held back. You got to speak clearly, express intention, communicate. And for the sisters, you're getting a response from a masculine that wasn't there. They didn't love you right. They either disappointed or didn't know how to love you, or they couldn't. Someone who's usually either already in a committed relationship or engaged in some other pursuit, or either way, this is about you. Again, if you're a masculine, you're called to convey your intentions, your feelings, your interest towards someone that's not in the picture, obviously, and not be fearful of the response. For the feminine, you're asked to embrace the same energy and be courageous and make your statement, even if it's that final, testimony or statement or whatever, for closure, or you do it for yourself. And again, the expectation is that the other person doesn't even care if they even see it, read it, or are willing to hear it or understand what it is that you're trying to say. Surprise, yes, they do. They do reply, they do want to hear it, they do have something to say in regards to it, they do understand, they do. So do it. Exactly the moment you're willing to let a dream go and put a lid on it, draw a line, a firm line, you're trying to make a decision to head into a direction, to set yourself free, to get something off your chest, to clarify, that's when basically someone and something basically reveals themselves to say, hey, wait a minute, I agree. What are you going to do then? So a dream that is long gone or lost or impossible, or the moment you're letting go of it, boom, baby. Someone's finding their counterpart, whether they're returning to someone from the past, while the past is not returning to them. As for the masculine, they're moving forward with someone entirely new. For the feminine, is a renewal of some sort, or meeting someone that's really similar to a connection that hurt them, that triggered their own inner work, and being very quick to set things straight from the get-go, which in reality, one would expect you're going to sabotage things. Why are you being so severe, so drastic, so serious, so demanding, so whatever? And the other person, shockingly, whichever this attempt of communication is about, the other person actually quite vibes with that, because it gives them the possibility to speak clearly. There's a relief around it. There's this final relief and liberation. And for the masculine, again, is this terror of conveying their feelings due to fear of being, not reciprocated, or etc., not being given a chance, or messing an opportunity up. And again, for the sisters, it may be the case that for you as well, the other person may have had fears surrounding your readiness or willingness or capacity to be in for the long run. So the very fears you had, the other person may have had them as well. Hence, the relief of hearing you talk about how serious or how much you cared or wanted, or how you really felt about the connection, the situation. And however you express yourself, that's kind of what it conveys, that for you it was something important. And the other person is relieved to see that. So that's when they have their own eureka and say, wait a minute, you actually did care. I had all these, ideas and thoughts about you not being the one who would want to choose to be with me or be willing to make the necessary sacrifices or, embark on this journey with me. I was confused because I was risking so much, because if I were to take this path, I was unsure of you and your feelings. Maybe you were as well, and so on. And for those meeting someone new, most likely the masculine, it's the same kind of a fear of not being reciprocated. So both of you are advised to dare to speak your mind. If it's about pursuits of career or a dream or same thing, dare to apply for that job, dare to dream of the home or actually envision it as if it's happening and you're moving in that direction. Dare to say to yourself first and foremost, yes, I will have that house. Yes, I will have the happy family. Yes, I will have my husband, my wife, my affirmations, but coming from a knowing rather than just hopeful, wishful thinking and we're going to make it happen. Yes, dare to feel ridiculous if it doesn't happen in the manner that you expect, or release the expectation of the outcome, right, per se. But express intention, command it, command the manifestation of a reality that you want to live, if that makes sense. Great personal sorrow. There was suffering here, especially for those who already met. We're talking about this re-encountering. Again, the purpose is not to reunite here. The purpose is literally to let it go. But that's when something happens. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Again, wisdom, yes, and family, loyalty, resilience. The fair man, dealing with. This is about a masculine. For the feminine is the masculine that they're dealing with. But fair also means, since we had the King of Swords there, that you may, for the sister, you may be dealing with someone that's actually way too honest, which may have been a problem and curiously led to more misconceptions. You may have accused them of not being sincere. Maybe they didn't say anything because there was nothing really to say, for example. Either way, they're honest to the point of not being willing to lie to you, for example. They would rather not say anything until they make decisions. They allow time. They give some time to unfold. They also needed to get to know you. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So again, an opportunity for union, reunion, finding other halves, embarking on this new chapter with a resolution, a personal statement, a decision, and a choice that's being made that shifts one's energy and perspective and attitude and starts taking action in a new direction that translates with positive confirmations from the surrounding environment, from the other people you interact with. It seems as if all of a sudden all the doors keep opening to you, almost as if you're navigating on a path that is finally yours. It's so super powerful, ever present, filled with gratitude and joy and serenity, and happy for the small things. It's been quite a while here. So victimhood or pain or mourning or attachment or fear or is past you. You're moving forward, slowly but surely. And you do have the sensation of family, you're finding your tribe, of being on your path. You're not trying to control the process anymore, hasten or expect things to happen in a certain timeline or manner or no. You're releasing the outcome. You just know you're moving forward, and that's all that matters. Literally smelling the roses, being ever present. Hence, you're not going to miss opportunities. You're going to respond quickly to challenges. You're going to recognize them as such. No confusion, no. So, if you have clarity within, then your reality will start to basically convey, mirror that, reflect that back to you. That's how you're going to experience it, with clarity. Many blessings. One more. We have one more. Beware of self-delusion. This was Libra, the category of Libras that were lying to themselves. Hence why it's so empowering finally that they're owning up to things. They're saying them out loud. Yes, I was wrong in that, but you know, you did kind of lie there. It's just, again, very disarming honesty, because the integrity cannot be questioned here. And someone who's also willing to take their own accountability, claim their part that they've played in a situation, and also realize that they're also the first ones to say, I may have done that up until a certain point, but now I'm choosing to do this. So it's about self-empowerment rather than victimhood. Or no, this is not about pointing fingers, seeking for people to. Intention is different. Intention is about finding the power and the healing and the clarity within oneself. The pointing of fingers. You do have something to say to someone. Again, not necessarily with the intent of accusing, just for clarity, just for the sake of truth, for putting something to rest in order to leave it behind, just in order for you to be able to do so that you don't leave out unanswered questions, confusion, don't allow someone to think things that may not be true. At least get the opportunity to convey where you were standing, what your intentions were, and so on. Whether the other person believes it or takes it on board or what they do with that, it's irrelevant at this point. This is about you. Pleasure with a close friend. So connections in the heart, having the ability, therefore, in this kind of a stance to overcome the blockage of deceit or confusion or miscommunication, or due to either fear or conditioning or trauma. And therefore finding that connection whereas one can trust one another. But most importantly, it's about trusting oneself. And you can only do that the moment you are willing to take on whatever your responsibility is in any kind of a dynamics whatsoever. Heartache over what you no longer have. And news is on the way. You're in charge of actually wanting to make sure that someone knows something about your heartbreak. Someone that's no longer there. Heartache over what you no longer have. The pointing of fingers, you may feel that you yourself stand to the cues of things that weren't true. The connection is there though. These people are actually quite aligned here, again, with that energy of the 6. And someone is leaving your life. The intention being to heal something that still affects you from the past, to bring clarity, to make sure somebody knows that you never intended to harm, or you're not as they described you, your intentions weren't those, and so on. And also convey what you've felt because of the lack of closure or understanding or clarity or their behavior and so on. So again, it's not for the purpose of accusing or no, it's about clarity, healing with the intention of moving forward, of letting go, of healing and releasing something that you no longer have. Yes, you're taking it upon yourself. And again, this energy of the secret admirer, which ties in with both this Libra, which from a distance still cares about someone, the connection is still there, but it's rather a deeper, different kind of a love. When you talk about actual one-on-one, genuine romantic love, the masculine brothers, Libra, you're in love, but in secrecy. It's fear. Why? So you're called to make that confession. You may be surprised. So you were asked to take back your power as well when it comes to removing fear. In regards to fear, is usually in this case also associated with a specific expectation. And if you release that and you just say what you gotta say, express your feelings, yes, be vulnerable, be willing to take whatever comes with that. So what? Someone says, what's the worst that could happen? Someone says no or mocks you, or are you that sensitive to that? Then maybe you're right. Maybe she is out of your league. Take good care of yourselves. Many blessings and have a blessed month ahead. For those who celebrated, happy birthday. World happy birthday. you, happy birthday, all of us. Happy birthday, a new spiritual year. We gotta celebrate as we also honor and mourn those we've lost. They tend to go hand in hand. Shalom.